Okay, happy Friday, friends. Today for writing, I just want you to, as a reminder, make sure that your journal entry today is finished by 4 p.m. You will also have another writing lesson that will be due today. So hopefully you have managed your time to complete both today. Okay? But reminder, your journal entry is due today by 4 o'clock. All right, today's writing lesson is a pretty short one. Okay, you will have to answer some questions and then create your own poem based on today's theme. Okay, so what you're going to do today is you're going to read the following poem called Crickets by Myra Cohn Livingston. Okay, so I will read it for you and then you need to read it yourself as well. So, crickets. They tell the time of night, they tick. The time of night, they tick, they tell. Of night, they tick and tell the time. They tick, they tell the time, they click. All right, so you have to kind of think about this poem and look at this poem. What do you notice about it? When you're answering this question, what you notice about it, think about how is the poem written in terms of how it looks, and then how is the poem written in terms of style? Does it rhyme? Does it have sound? What do you notice? Okay. Then, what does this poem sound like? Okay, this poem has some sounds in it. What does this sound like to you? Again, the poems, these questions all have to do with the poem. So you're going to think about the poem called Crickets. What does that sound like based on the poem? How did the poet create sound? So there's some sound in there. Where is it? How did the poet create the sound? What words did she use? Okay. And then lastly, Crickets is a poem about an animal that makes noise. On the next slide, you're going to write a poem about an animal or something that makes noise. Think of like bugs, insects, animals. Okay, so you're going to answer these 3 questions based off of the poem, and then you are going to write your own poem in a similar style. It doesn't have to look the same, but in a similar style about an animal that makes noise. Okay, I should be able to tell what your animal is based on the noises you are describing and saying in the poem. If you notice, the poem Crickets, in the poem itself, it does not ever say, the crickets tick, the crickets tick. So your poem should not say, for example, if you're going to do about a dog, my dog barks, my dog says ruff. Your poem should not tell us what the animal is. Your poem should use the sound that acts as clues that would be able to tell me what your animal is. Okay, so on this slide, you are going to write your poem about an animal's sound. Okay, watch this video a few times if you have questions. Make sure you ask and read all the directions. Okay, and if you need help, after you've watched the video a few times, you've read the directions, you've thought about it, please reach out and I will be more than happy to help you. Have fun!